We play Minnesota today. Welcome to Tankathon. We still tanking. We are tied for the sixth worst record in the league with Brooklyn. So right now we basically just trying to catch up to Toronto. If you ask me or any other Sixers fan, Toronto got 17 wins, we got 21 wins. So if we could kind of lose more games, we can kind of and Toronto could win. Maybe we can catch up to Toronto for the fifth worst record. Um, but this should be a pretty good game. I mean, Minnesota's fighting for their playoff position, and so they should basically take this game. I'm pretty sure Maxey won't play. Sixers played last night. They lost, and you know what I'm saying. They lost and it pretty much looked like a tanking game yesterday. Maxey fell and hurt his back, so maybe he'll sit out tonight. Paul George didn't play yesterday. We just waiting to see if he's playing tonight. Yeah, but we just here for the tankathon. We here for the vibes, man. We're not even looking for wins no more. The game should start in about 30 minutes. We're still looking for solutions for Embiid knee. They still haven't literally said anything about no surgery. Anthony Edwards coming off of he played a game. He played against Phoenix already, but he was coming off a suspension. They fined him for not leaving the court in a timely fashion. So he's coming off of that. So he's probably gonna be playing pretty, you know what I'm saying? Pretty good because of that. And it's different from last year. It's more like centered around him. But yeah, basically, yeah, like Cooper Flag had a great game the other day. Duke won by 22 points. And that's what it's looking like for the Sixers season. This is a very bad season as far as like injuries. So now, as Sixers fans, we just looking for these losses and starting to look into like what the top prospects coming out are. Basically, it's three of them that comes off the top is Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper, and Cooper Flag. That's basically the top three that I've heard of. But in the next coming months, we'll get more into the prospects and into the things they do in the clutch because March Madness is coming up. It's basically this month. So a lot of them will increase their stock value this coming month. So it's really with these games coming up. We played Minnesota and we played Boston. So that's probably two losses. One thing we hope is that Paul George doesn't play for real because if he plays, they might have a chance. But then again, Paul George is kind of he hit a couple clutch shots last game, but it wasn't a great game last game to say that he could just carry us to a win. Quinn Grimes carried us against Golden State, but it's not sustainable. Even Yabusele, that 5 threes he had against Golden State, it was like an up and down game. Last game, they didn't play as well. These players that they got right now aren't the consistent players that they need. What's up, y'all? but yeah, the Sixers, man, that's just how it's gonna be for now. We're just gonna be here, like literally trying to see what we can do. Kevin Durant and Phoenix is supposed to be working on a trade now, which is kind of crazy. And also Kyrie Irving has a major knee injury. So that's another thing that's happening. They put too much on Kyrie, man. Kyrie at 30-some years old is not good. Right now, Minnesota's the ninth seed, so they fighting to get to that. And they only a half a game back of Golden State. And it's the Clippers, Sacramento, the Mavericks. They all fighting for a playoff position. They all got a chance at the sixth seed. So it's going to be this game. I don't think they're going to win this game. Minnesota should come out with some type of sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. But yeah, the Sixers, man. Everybody, we all watching this team to try to see if we can, hopefully we lose these games. But the only thing is we too good to lose. But then if they sit out Maxey and George, we should be able to basically stay on course to try to get these draft picks, man. Because now it's looking like we're gonna need it, and we really have no way to pivot from this whole. Embiid has 50 million. Thanks for the subscription, bro. Yeah, Embiid has a knee injury that's ridiculous, man, and it's like, where do you pivot from here? You just signed him to a 3-year extension. You signed Paul George for 4 years, and he's 34 years old, and he's not the same player that he's been. And then you got Maxey that's 24 years old coming into his own, but he's not a point guard, and he just got a 4-year max contract. So Jeremy Kane is kind of like a player that you could play at point guard too, but like, and then he's good because he's a shooter. But then playing Darren McCain and Maxey in the backcourt seems like a small backcourt defensively. And then you got Quentin Grimes that you grab, but Quentin Grimes seems like he's too small to play with Maxey. So the lineups tonight gonna be Quentin Grimes, Kelly Oubre, Paul George is playing tonight, Gershon Yabusele, and Andre Drummond. Then for the Minnesota is Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Naz Reid. Those are the lineups for the night. Kelly Oubre in the last 10 games, he's averaging 17 and a half, but he's shooting horrible from three. So all the good things he does, he's still going to be a negative just because of them 3-point shots. He's getting a lot of good shots, and maybe it's because they're leaving him open because that's what they want him to. They leaving him open because they want him to shoot. Maybe that's part of the game plan, but it seems like those are the best shots that our offense creates. Is Kelly Oubre wide open shots? It's technically in basketball it's a good shot when he's wide open, but he's not a great. He's like, it's not a lot of. It's some players like that that's just not good shooters. 29% from three. Anthony Edwards, that's the X factor of the game. He's fourth in the league in scoring. Wow, averaging 27.6 a game. You know, Maxey's been injured for like the last 3 weeks, so he was fourth in the league in scoring, but it went down a lot because he can't shoot the ball. What can you really expect if he can't shoot the ball? Shea is leading the league in scoring. That's what I'm saying. Like OKC is third, fifth, 60 and 10. They're gonna be a hard, a great, and I don't. It's not a lot of people that can guard Shea. Wow. They gave Bradley Beal a flagrant one for pushing Anthony Edwards in the air. But yeah, let's get to that KD trade. Do you guys know think like me? What y'all think about KD? Do y'all think of what could be a good fit for him? Because supposedly Phoenix and Kevin Durant is gonna work on a trade together because Kevin Durant is a great veteran in this league, and they're probably gonna try to do the right thing by him. That's what the franchises try to do, so they won't become like boycotted by the free agents because they will always remember that, oh, you did that legend like that, so we ain't trying to sign with you. So Kevin Durant to me, Sixers no, because like Sixers it seemed like a couple of my homies that, oh, we should go get Kevin Durant. I don't think so because how you gonna get Kevin Durant? We just got Paul George, 34 years old. Kevin Durant is 36, about to be 37, or he might be 37. But at the end of the day, Sixers is fans are like that. We seem to like old players when they're available, but once we get them, we seem to like say, "Oh no, we don't want them no more," which is not good. Even though KD game might age well, even the Paul George game might age well. The way he played laid back like that. They play shooting jumpers a lot. They might, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what my take is on that. But Kevin Durant, I feel as though, man, I don't know, because the Lakers are going now. Who could really use him? Maybe Denver. Maybe Denver. Denver is needing like really. Well, yeah, let's call that. I'll say the best fit for KD is Denver because unless he goes back to OKC, but like Denver and OKC has a lot of picks they could trade, but Denver has a couple players they could trade. But whoever Phoenix probably wants to restock on draft stuff, so they might go for OKC. I don't know, but either one is going to be a part that will help them a lot as far as veteran leadership, helping the scorers. Kevin Durant has been through everything as a scorer in this league. It can't only help your team. Only help your team. Like when you're in clutch situations, we got to know a lot of the ways defenses are going to play the best offensive option. He has seen every double team, every you know what I'm saying, every trap. He can help other scorers. Yeah, but I know everybody wants the Sixers to lose. So this is what we doing. Tankathon. That's what we need. More losses. We have 21 wins, man. We should win maybe like 4 more games the whole season. With 25 wins, get us a good draft position. So this game should be starting in about another maybe 8 minutes. Any more subjects I could cover real quick? Let me think. What else? What other NBA news do we have today? Oh, Kyrie Irving. What I said earlier about that knee injury. Like, man, to put your whole to get rid of a 25-year-old franchise player for older players like that, that when players get to that age, they start breaking down. How could you not think that if you put a whole offense on Kyrie back, that was gonna happen? But who knows, man? That probably, I mean, it probably is what it is. But I'm just saying, like, when you get to that age, it's different than being 25 years old and having an offense. That's what kind of scares me about Embiid too, because you see the little things that happen with Embiid that never happened at 26, 27 years old, like the way he stops on his knee, little different things, falls and stuff like that. That's different stuff, man. And you've seen that of older players. But yeah, that's why it's exciting, man, to see the Sixers go turn back to young. It's always been exciting when the Sixers went young, even when they had a young Ben Simmons and young MB. It's always been way more exciting because we okay. Whatever we do now, we can always look to the future and be like, yeah, we still could be. We still gonna, you know what I'm saying? We still got this to look forward to. They still can get out, even though it never happened in the process ever. They never got out the second round. We always had them hopes of them getting out the second round. So I guess it's better than this, just losing and not being good enough. Like this takes us back to like not even a process yet. This is like the this is worse than the Andre Iguodala years because Andre Iguodala we were like and the end of the Iverson years because we was like 40-win team. Every time we was winning 40 wins, 38 wins, and making it as a 7 for AFC. And back then it was no playing tournament. So we was just making it straight to the playoffs. This is a little worse than that because we like on pace, like really we were even I think maybe if we were all the way healthy, maybe we would have won 40 games. Like I'm talking about like a whole season of Paul George, a whole season of Maxi. I'm talking about without Embiid. With Embiid, we're gonna be a way better team. I'm talking about without Embiid, I think we would have won maybe 40, 42 games. Maybe we would have been like a from that era type team. But it's still we hated it at that time. We didn't love being a 40-win team and getting swept, winning one game in the playoffs every year or two games, or going up 2-1, or going 1-1 still in the game and going up 2-1 and still lose, having no chance. Having no chance in that game four, didn't feel good as a Sixers fan. Watching all these other teams winning, really winning. Boston, all the classic teams in the league, Boston, the Lakers, the Knicks. The Knicks didn't win for a long time, but now they're winning. But the Knicks was another team that was like us that we always never matched up to teams like Lakers and Boston. They got 17 championships apiece. It's for a reason. We've been around just as long as them, but we have not had the same. Like, look at what the Lakers did this year. They got a whole nother franchise player, Anthony Edwards. At the first game back from that All Star break, he had 44 on 12 for 22 shooting, 14 for 13 from the free throw line. He was on a rampage. It's crazy that they suspended him, and he probably gonna come back with a vengeance right now. He might come back with a vengeance. I ain't gonna lie to you because what can we say? He's up to 27.6. He's shooting 40% from the 3-point line. He makes 4 3-pointers a game. That means he must attempt like almost 9. He's just cooking, man. But Paul George is playing tonight, so that's one thing we do know, man. So that's not the greatest news. Hopefully he don't embarrass himself because he's good, but when it comes to like having an Anthony Edwards on the other side, it's gonna not look. But I don't know. Let's see how this go. Because Paul George, to me, he still got game. I think he's not playing as hard because he's not in a playoff race or not like that, and you feel like some type of way about that. But I think he's still got game. People trying to say he washed. I don't see it as much. I think he's a little injured. That's all it is. Like he's literally like playing with a bad finger. Everybody has done it. Some people have quit basketball over that, man. That's the most painful thing. And you could try to play with it. This is what happening with Maxi right now. He's trying to play through it and it's hurting. And it looks like it's nothing. And he maybe feel as though, damn, I'm gonna quit the whole season over a finger, but it seems weird. But fingers are needed in basketball. You don't even you don't even realize how much you use your fingers until you get them like injured, even a thumb. Like literally, you're gonna you hit your finger dribbling, you hit your finger doing everything, even moving. Like you twist your finger, you do all types of stuff with the basketball, so that you feel all that pain when your nerves is swollen and all that on your finger. So these dudes, man, playing with bad fingers. Everybody's not Kobe, man. Kobe played with them finger stuff, and he was still making shots. These dudes are like they can't hit 0 for 10. I think Maxi's like 1 for his last 17 from the 3-point line, just because of the you know what I'm saying? Because of the threes. I mean, because of the finger injury. So that's dropped his percentage real low, way lower than it's been. It's not a good thing. And then George felt like he coming back a little bit from the finger injury now, but it's kind of too late to me. Man, I might say all this and then they win tonight. Then we're gonna change our whole opinion. This is like the only thing about this Sixers team. We don't know where they're at, even though they're 18 games under 500. Even though they're 18 games under 500, we do not know what position. Like we feel as though they should tank, but then they come out and give a good performance. But then again, we can't say that because they've lost. They're 1-9 in their last 10 games. They won one game. So, but before that, they were playing pretty well. So that's what really like killed the season. This whole stretch right here, it just like annihilated our season. Yes, sir. Let's go. Is it tankathon time or is it time to take a win? We may never know, man. We got to see how this first quarter starts to be able to even recognize what's going on. We getting started. The game's getting started, y'all. Time to start calling this. Anthony Edwards. They got Dante DiVincenzo acting like he doing anything crazy this year. So, bro, you left New York because you thought you was a first option. You're not a first option, bro. You need to let that go. You a six man. So you need to get paid like a six man. That's what you're gonna get paid in this open market too. DiVincenzo really think he's a hooper, but he's just too small to guard anybody. They're not gonna invest that much money in no player like that. And plus, he's not consistent enough. He's not gonna carry no offense. He just like not even he's not even a Tyler Hero. He's a good scorer though to have on your team, but he's small to guard people. I hope that's not a problem next year, man. With Maxey and McCain, everybody's putting their whole faith behind Maxey and McCain, but at the end of the day, are they too small to play with each other? This is another problem we're gonna have next year. People forget that McCain played in the beginning of the year. He was playing well, but we weren't winning. We were not winning. We started like 3-13, 3-14, playing with McCain and all that. So we were not winning like that at all, actually. Actually, but we were he played well to be a rookie. But in the second season, if he plays like that and we lose, Sixers fans are not gonna accept that. Trust me. I've been in this fandom for over 20 years. There's no way they're gonna accept that if we lose and he's playing well. Nobody cares. We need to see wins. If he averages 10 points a game and we win and he does the blue collar things to win games, we would like him more than he average if he averaged 18. We would actually mess with him more if he averaged 18 and he just getting buckets in the first quarter and stuff like that and front running and not really getting buckets in the fourth, like choking in the fourth quarter and stuff. Then we're gonna come at him more than if he was a clutch player and just averaged like 10, 12 points. Kind of crazy. We just want winning players in Philly. We don't care about all that stats, all-star stats. We don't care about that. We want winning players in Philly. That's all we want. It's kind of crazy that we let go of Jimmy Butler knowing this. That was this Sixers organization. They run it way different than the Eagles run it. Trust me. Even though the Eagles had their couple years where they were doing bad, but really hardly in my lifetime have the Eagles did horrible. They've always did good. So it's like the Sixers management just I don't get them. I just don't understand. They go they let go, then they get with James Harden, they get all the way, even though he was inconsistent and he wasn't really taking it serious. But they go from they go from taking James Harden, being up 3-2 against Boston, having a chance to a trip to the finals, Eastern Conference Finals, right there. And the next year they just they changed the team every year too. And B had a point at that time. Just like that was his best year. And he won MVP that year with Harden, and they just got rid of him. And just to get Paul George, that it's like another 2 or 3 years. You need to like get used to playing with certain people, especially when y'all ball dominant. Y'all like to play ball. I mean, y'all like to have the ball in your hand. So the injury report is MB with the knee, Maxey with a back, Eric Gordon with the wrist, Justin Edwards out with the ankle again. McCain got the knee and Kyle Lowry got the hip. They ain't so Justin Edwards played yesterday. He ain't playing today, and then Maxey got a back issue. They can't really tell. So I think maybe that little conspiracy about Maxey getting that back injury to sit out for the rest of the season maybe is true because you can't tell if a person's back really, you know what I'm saying? is super injured. He could say like his back is messed up. Like, what can you do? You can't sit here and say he's lying. You seen him fall on his back, but can you get an MRI for that and really prove? I don't know if you could do that. No, I'm not a doctor. I couldn't tell you, but rumors out here say that you can't. People have been saying that for years. So it's time for the jump ball. Let's go. Jump ball. Sixers win the jump violation. So the Wolves get the ball. Wolves start with the ball. Drummond did something. So the keys to the game: rebound, don't foul the shooters, and contest threes. Of course, that's the worst thing about the Sixers, and protect the paint. Y'all forgot to put that. Mike Conley with the ball. Nasri comes off the screen, catches the ball, fakes. Julius Randle back to Mike Conley. Mike Conley back to Julius Randle. Pulls, pass back to Mike Conley. Mike Conley, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Nasri for three. No good. Offensive rebound already. Anthony Edwards pulls for three. Drummond with the rebound. Yabusele brings it up. Quinn Grimes to Drummond. Drummond to Kelly Oubre. Oubre off the screen. Draws to the rim. Yes, I know. Kelly Oubre, you can do that, man. Here I go ruin for the Sixers, but here we go. Kelly Oubre, you could do that all game. If you was a driver of the basketball, you would be one of the best in the league, but you keep shooting jumpers. Jaden McDaniels to Julius Randle. Randle back to Conley. Conley back to Randle. Randle for three. No good. Drummond with the rebound. Paul George brings it up. Paul George off the screen. Back to Drummond. Drummond back to Yabusele. Yabusele for three. Miss. Mike Conley to Julius Randle to the rim. Foul. Julius Randle going to the line. It's 2-0 Philadelphia. With minutes, Julius Randle going to the free throw line. First free throw. Good. Second free throw is good. 2-2. Quinn Grimes bring the ball up. Quinn Grimes to Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre. Moving screen. Minnesota ball. Nick Nurse is pissed. Look at him. He is pissed. Mike Conley brings the ball up. Naz Reid with the screen at the top of the key. Mike Conley to Anthony Edwards. Back to Naz Reid. Steals the ball. Quinn Grimes. Posts up. Mike Conley. Fades away. Takes it in the rim. Layup good. 4-2 Philadelphia. If Quinn Grimes could be a scoring option like that, he could be good. Jaden McDaniels. Pull up. Good. Quinn Grimes brings it up. Off the screen. Screen. Drummond. Drummond back to Paul George. Down low on Mike Conley. Posters. Fade away. Good. Paul George looking good. 6-4 Philadelphia. Anthony Edwards off the screen. Pulls. Little running one-handed jumper. Good. 6-6. Quinn Grimes comes up. Dribble. Back to Paul George. Paul George at the top of the key. Pull for three. Short. Julius Randle with the rebound. Drives in the paint. Nas Reed open for three. Yes. 9-6 Philadelphia. 9-6 Minnesota. Quinn Grimes with the ball. Send something up. Kelly Oubre coming off the screen. Drummond with the ball. Quinn Grimes back. Loses it. Back to Kelly Oubre. Off the screen. Pulls. Drummond with the rebound. Block. Here comes Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels drives. Passes back out to Anthony Edwards. Edwards back to Conley. Conley for three. Miss. Drummond with the rebound. Paul George brings it up. Paul George. On Anthony Edwards. Off the screen. Jaden McDaniels. Back to Quinn Grimes for three. Short. Oh, it rolls in. My bad. Not short. 9-9. Anthony Edwards. To Conley. To Nas Reed. To Conley. To Julius Randle. Offensive foul. Quinn Grimes draws the charge. Great play. It's 9-9. Here we go, going for a win again after we said we was going to tank. This is ridiculous. Quinn Grimes to Oubre to George. George off the screen. Pulls. Back to Yabusele. Back to Grimes. Grimes for three. Short. Drummond tapping the ball. Loses it. Oh, he doesn't lose it. It's a foul. Let's go. 9-9 is the score. Quinn Grimes with the ball. Pass to Yabusele. Yabusele. Poses. Hook shot, miss. Julius Randle. Pass to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards pulls. Julius Randle on the post. Misses. Here comes Yabusele with the rebound. To Oubre. Oubre brings it up. Drives. Loses it. Catches it back. Yabusele. Smack the ball around out of bounds. Minnesota ball. Timeout. Called a timeout, man. It's 9-9. 6:57 left in the first quarter. First timeout. Yeah, so I guess the Sixers are looking pretty good to start the game. So I don't know. Now that they was talking about tanking, now it look like they look good. So I don't know. I do not know, man. This team is like the most confusing team ever. Literally. Do they know how to tank right? Like, obviously it's not the go. I mean, it's never been announced that it was a tank. But there has been announced that the best chances of winning the championship is with Joel Embiid, and it's been announced that Joel Embiid is out for the season. So what do you want, Daryl Morey? Like, I know you don't want to lose your job, but bro, we're too talented. We're playing too much of the talent to lose. I think maybe. Even though Minnesota's playing is pretty tight, they need to win more than us. I mean, we need to win if we want to win playoffs, but we need the loss if we want the first pick, one of the first picks. So that's the confusing part of this situation. But yeah, like, it just is what it is for real, man. This is gonna be an off season to remember probably. And at the end of the day, I don't think I want KD unless we're just trading Paul George for him. Like swapping him directly. I don't know what. Why would we want KD for any like type of young player or draft picks? Even though we don't got no good young players, so if they trade some bum young players for him, why not? But it's like, man, when are we gonna go young again? Probably not nowhere near now until the players retire that we have that are too good. That's the only way I think. So this youth movement that the Sixers fans are asking for, I don't think is even possible. Because how? Maxi's too good, I think, for us to lose enough to get the first pick. I don't think he's gonna sit out and like just take a year off because he knows that Maxi's like a conscious person. He know that guys are getting better every day. He don't want to lose out on that. Paul George don't got that many years left in him, and Embiid is out. So it's like, and then yeah, and like Paul George, but what can you do? You can't do nothing with Paul George either. On top of that, like I don't think Paul George, even when Paul George play, we're gonna win some games. And then Embiid, how can you trade him? Like, how you gonna go to the? How you gonna even possibly get a first pick? We never. I don't think we're gonna be bad enough for that. This is like the only year we could, and they're like still messed. Like they're still like technically. They're not winning games, but they're being too close, so they're making us nervous. Okay, so Mike Conley to Julius Randle to Nas Reed. Nas Reed in the post against Paul George. Paul George strips him. Sixer ball. See, Paul George got good defense, man. It's just like what it is. Can he lead a team? I don't know about that. Maybe if he's super healthy, he gonna need the stretch. Kelly Oubre to the rim. Yes, somebody talk to Kelly Oubre because that's what you need to do. Oubre, you left-handed and you got a beautiful floater. So that's what you need to be doing. Shoot 2 threes a game and do that for the rest of the game. You'll be good. Anthony Edwards gets fouled though. I started talking too much. Anthony Edwards got fouled, took him right to the lane. Fouled by Drummond. The only thing right now, when Dembona come in the game, he won't act a little goofy. But then again, he wasn't that bad yesterday. He just was not good on offense. Anthony Edwards missed the first free throw. It's 11-9 Philly. 11-9 Philadelphia. Here comes a Dembona. Me talking about that. I knew it. 6 minutes into the first quarter, you gotta take Drummond out. Quinn Grimes bring the ball up. Yabusele to Oubre. Oubre drives. Back to Yabusele. Misses a dunk, man. That was a beautiful dunk. If he would have put that down. Oubre for 3. Miss. Oh man, he smacked Yabusele smacks it out of Oubre hand. I don't know what was that. Jaden McDaniels. Back to Randall. Randall got Grimes on him. Takes him to the lane. Out to Conley for 3. Miss. But Randall draws a foul on Grimes. Randall, I think, going to the free throw. Maybe it's side out. When he don't got that lane, when they cut that lane, he got a good pass right there. That was great. That double team came because they know that he could drive to the lane. That's what Oubre need to understand. Your double team will come because of your drives. A Dembona. Anthony Edwards going up against Dembona gets fouled. It's 11-10 Philadelphia. Sixers up by 1 early in the first quarter. Anthony Edwards attacking. Wow, nice little. He made a little adjustment. First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. So they take a 1-point lead. Minnesota takes a 1-point lead, 12-11. Quinn Grimes brings the ball up to Paul George. Paul George with the ball at the top of the key. Passes back to Quinn Grimes for 3. Miss. Yabusele taps it back out. But to Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes drives in the lane for layup. Miss. Oh, he draws the foul. Then that foul was on Anthony Edwards. Oh, that was on Nas Reed. Quick guys at the free throw. First free throw, it's good. Lonnie Walker coming in the game. Run Grimes, second free throw. It's good. Sixers up 1, 13-12. Alexander Wright in the game. No. Williams Alexander. I forgot what the hell his name is. That but Shay's cousin. DiVincenzo is in the game too, and he's getting doubled in the corner. Passes back out. Anthony Edwards. Back to Jaden McDaniels. Pulls a three and gets Paul George takes the ball from him and he gets fouled. Did they call a foul on Paul George? What? He already had the ball away from him. How can that be a foul? Huh? You got to challenge that. Paul George, he loses the ball shooting it. Paul George catches the ball, and Jaden McDaniel hugs him, and they call a foul on Paul George? How? How? No way. Nick Nurse is beside himself, bro. He gotta be like, man, what did I get myself into? They called a jump ball, and the Sixers still won the jump ball. But how was that a jump ball? Paul George. He loses the ball. Yo, here come Jaden McDaniels. Back to Alexander. Back to DiVincenzo. Back to Nas Reed. Nas Reed with a spin move. Hook shot. Air ball. Paul George with the rebound. Pass to Quinn Grimes. Back to PG. Back to Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker drops to the lane. And one. Was it an and one? And a foul. Yes, sir. It looked like an and one. He dropped in the middle of the lane. Put a little shot up. Let's go. Let me find out we got some players that could ball. Philly up 15-12. Nas Reed sitting down with 2 fouls. Here come Julius Randle back in the game. Lonnie Walker at the lines. 4:29 left in the first quarter. Sixers up 15-12. Free throw. It's good. 16-12 Philadelphia. Alexander brings the ball up. Back to Edwards. Edwards plucked at the midcourt by Edwards drives in the lane, plucked again, and they draws a foul. They playing aggressive up on Edwards. Edwards going back to the free throw line. Oh, man. Exhausted. First free throw is good by Edwards. Second free throw is good. 16-14 Philly. Lonnie Walker gets the running free throw. Point guard. Brings the ball up to Yabusele. Yabusele to Oubre. Takes the screen from Yabusele. Picks the ball up. Back to Bona. Bona gets blocked and fouled by DiVincenzo. Oh, man. This is going to be a long game. This first quarter has been super long. It's already 8:30. And this is the first quarter, still has half of it done. They keep sending them to the free throw line. A Dembona, first free throw. It's good. Second free throw. Miss. Durant with the ball. Julius Randle throws the ball out of bounds. Sixer ball. Lonnie Walker with the ball. Abusali with the screen. Bona with the screen. Lonnie Walker for three. Yes. Lonnie Walker looking good. Okay. Yeah, Lonnie. 20-14 Philly. He shoot 38% from the three, so he should be hooping. DiVincenzo comes up. DiVincenzo pass to Randle. Randle to the rim. Layup. And a foul. Then you shot a three and gave the 3-point play up, man. Julius Randle is probably not going to be in Minnesota next year. He sucks. Now, he not suck, but he need to be like in a Charlotte or something. He a good player for a bad team. He been on good teams too long, but he probably learning how to play a little better though, because that layup looked pretty sturdy. He usually be doing plays that only players on bad teams make. But then they learn how to play because Kelly Oubre. Look at Kelly Oubre. He did the same thing. He was like that too, and he learned how to do what he. But it takes them too long to learn what they could contribute to a good team. Then they still had a bad habits. Paul George is playing a point guard right now. Brings the ball up. Dribble. Talani. Oh, he drew off his own foot, man. It's backcourt violation. He said, "My bad." Oh man, it's the NBA though. You be going fast. Julius Randle, spin move, pass back out to Alexander. Alexander with a floater. Good. See, he plays like Shea a little bit, man. But he just not as good. Or maybe he just don't got offense ran around him like Shea. Paul George drives. His throws it to Bona, but hits Bona right in the hands and go out of bounds. Timeout Sixers or Minnesota, one of the two. Oh man, this game is so boring. I know. It's just like, man, what's up? Like we know that we supposed to lose and we not getting blown out. We're gonna play a close game. Man, Sixers are really still going for this playoff spot no matter what. What can we say, man? We gotta watch it and see what they do. Man. But yeah, I guess the Sixers off to a okay start. It's 20-19. Maybe it's Minnesota off to a bad start more than the Sixers off to a good start. They play like a pretty good team. It's just they not dominant like we used to them being when they got Embiid on the court. Sixers were just so dominant with Embiid on the court at his best health that when he was off the court it was bad, but the games he was playing, we were still winning. But now that we see them not being dominant at all, it's like a new thing. We haven't seen the Sixers like that in a while. They struggling to get wins. We haven't never even in Embiid like mostly all his career. We never really needed clutch plays because we always blew teams out when we played, or we just had off nights and we just weren't clutch, and we would lose the close games a lot, but we wouldn't have a lot of close games because we were so talented. But now it's like we get in these games where everything is close because we're not as talented and we losing them even worse because it is what it is. Games are won in margins in the NBA. The better teams win the close games. But the Sixers, for so many years, we had a lot of talent that we would get a lot of blowouts too. That's why in the playoffs, the Sixers never played well because they was like a front running team. You know, I hate to admit it. But here we start back up with this game. Thanks for everybody that's tuning in, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget about that. Going live for every game, little pre-game, watch along, and a little post game, man. I want to get longer pre and post games, but it's like, what can we really talk about with this team? We supposed to win. We supposed to lose. The money line on the Sixers plus 260. So it's they think they underdogs. They definitely underdogs. But this team be playing too well sometimes. It's be annoying. Alexander at the top of the key. Pass to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo off the Julius Randle. Off the screen. DiVincenzo for three. Miss. Paul George with the rebound. To Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker for three. Miss. Alexander to DiVincenzo. To Julius Randle. Back to DiVincenzo. Back to Julius Randle. Randle playing. Oh, get plucked by Quinn Grimes. Yes, sir. Jeff Dalton brings the ball up. Jeff Dalton drops to the lane. Jeff Dalton falls. Dang, man, what the floor is a slippery in the NBA, man? Because I've never seen Jeff Dalton fall in summer league. Dudes are just so strong. You can't even see the little contact they give people. In the TV, you can't see the contact. I bet you, like, you know how you watch it in the movies and they be like, boom, like the elbows be hitting them harder. I think that's how it be. Look, see, he just hit him with an elbow. That's exactly what happened. He hit him with an elbow. Me talking. He went like boom right there. And that's why he grimacing, but you couldn't see it in the TV. These NBA players be having their tricks to make people stop driving against them, to make them stop doing stuff. Jeff Dalton missed both free throws, man. Unbelievable. Alexander to Julius Randle. Mid post. He's trying to post Yabusele, but it seems like he can't get past him. But Sixers playing some type of zone. To the corner. To the lane. He makes the shot. The heck is no, he shot clock violation. I don't even know who that is. It's Clark, I think, or something. Jeff Dalton. Brings the ball up. Pass to Paul George in the post. Post up. PG. With the fadeaway. Miss. That's not. He does like a little double pump and takes the fadeaway right over the person. I can't believe this is the same dude that said that Damian Lillard took a bad shot against him. And one. Julius Randle with the and one and the LeBron shrug. Minnesota takes the lead. We takes the lead. And we've been stuck on 20 for a while. Oh no, they didn't give him the and one, I think. The continuation. First free throw. He made the first free throw. Second free throw. Good. Quinn Grimes. And then Jeff Dalton. Jeff Dalton brings the ball up. 57 seconds left in the quarter. Jeff Dalton to Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes dribbles, dribble, dribbles to the lane. Layup. Good. Sixers up 22-21. Devin Chisholm brings the ball up. 40 seconds left in the quarter. He drives. Passes it out to Clark. Miss. I don't know. Paul George with the rebound. Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes. Drops to the lane. Passes it back out to Lonnie Walker. Back to Quinn Grimes. For three. Miss. Alexander gonna hold it down for the last shot. 15 seconds left in the quarter. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Alexander to Devin Chisholm for three. Good. With 2 seconds left. Lonnie Walker with the heave. Missed. Minnesota up 24-22 at the end of the first quarter. Sixers down 2. Let's see how the second quarter go, man. Because the first quarter, we can't really tell if they're trying to lose or win, brother. So we got to go by the second quarter. Yes, sir. But yeah, Nick Nurse is beside himself, though. He's like, he's snapping on that sideline. He must have had a couple of hard days of practice, man. Daryl Morey, man, after seeing this playoff thing, that's why they don't want us tank, because he just came out and made this press conference talking about that he was not going to tank. So for this, that he has to get fired. What are they thinking? Like, this is like the most controversial season in NBA. Like, it's so much controversy with this team. Are they going to keep Daryl Morey after all these trades? Are they going to let him go into this draft as our GM? Are we going to keep Nick Nurse after watching this team play and not understand nothing throughout this whole season? They're playing a bunch of zones that we don't understand why they do it. And then are we going to keep building around Embiid? Are we going to build around Maxey and McCain, even though they're a small back? I don't understand. There's so much going on with this team that we won't know right now. We got to take it day by day. Man. But it's 24-22 after the first quarter. Minnesota's up. We played a pretty good first quarter. I ain't gonna lie. We don't have Maxey and Embiid is out, but Paul George is playing. But Justin Edwards out with an ankle injury. But Yabusele's playing. Lonnie Walker's gave him a couple buckets. Paul George is playing his usual role. Drummond should be coming back in now. Let them Bona play half the quarter. Is they showing us a WWE? I don't know what that means. It's in Minnesota, though. We got some Sixers fans in Minnesota. Why would you be a Sixers fan right now? It's crazy, but hey, we is a big community that stretches all the way to Minnesota. I don't think you would see too many Minnesota fans in Philly, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Quinn Grimes bring the ball up. McDaniels with the foul. Drummond with the ball. To Oubre. Oubre drives the lane. Layup. Miss. He didn't get the angle to the basket for that layup. Quinn Grimes pulls up from the baseline. Good. Sixers up. No, Sixers is tied. 24-24. Mike Conley brings the ball up. Mike Conley. Screen by Jaden McDaniels. Mike Conley to Alexander for 3. Rattles out. Here comes Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes. Fast break stops. Screen by Drummond. Fakes, goes back. Layup. Blocked by Alexander. No foul. Alexander brings it up. Mike Conley for 3. Good. Lonnie Walker. Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre. Pass to Lonnie Walker with the steal. Alexander with the steal. Dunk. Or layup. Left hand layup on Lonnie Walker. No foul. 29-24 Minnesota. Lonnie Walker. Back to Kelly Oubre. Screen by Drummond. Oubre. To the lane. Floater. Good. Oubre's unstoppable with that little floater, but he got to keep running the shooter. It's kind of a boring shot. Mike Conley. Back to Naz Reid. Naz Reid. Back to Jaden McDaniels. Layup, miss. Back to Mike Conley. Back to Alexander. Alexander. Back to Naz Reid for 3. Miss. Lonnie Walker with the rebound. Lonnie Walker brings the ball up. Lonnie Walker. Kelly Oubre. Ricky Council. Back to Drummond. Drummond. Back to Council for 3. Miss. Here comes Naz Reid. Back to Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels. Posters. Back to Alexander. Alexander off the screen. Drives in. Back to Conley. Conley takes the baseline. Back to McDaniels. Back to Alexander for 3. Good. He just hit 2 threes. 32-26 Minnesota. Lonnie Walker drives the lane. Jumps up, passes to Ricky Council. Back to Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes off the Drummond screen. Quinn Grimes drives. Back to Council. Council drives in the lane. Fade away. What the hell was that? Wow. Minnesota get the fast break layup. I don't know who that is, bro. Philly just let them rain those, just hit layups against them and shit. Shannon Jr. That got to be a rookie. Man, Six is getting cooked right now, little by little. Sixers played okay, but the Minnesota's on a little run, man. So it's probably looking like we about to start losing now. So this is a good sign, though. It's a good sign for what we want, which is that number 1 draft pick, number 2 draft pick, something like that. It's unbelievable how bad the Sixers team is, though, man. It's being able to see how good they've been for years. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying? So we in the second quarter right now, and the Sixers have been maybe like they've been on pretty good course. They've been tanking the way they should be. They've been playing okay, but they ain't been, you know, they've been losing in this game, which is pretty good. But yeah, man. 2 nights in a row of this. Philly's getting ready to start, which is going to be another good situation. But then people are saying the Philly's not going to make the playoffs. Comment and let me know what y'all think. But, man, 6 is down 8 right now. That's what it's really looking like. Six is down 8. The tank begins now. Drummond in the lane. Misses a layup. Good. Here comes Anthony Edwards. Edwards to the lane. Is that an and one? And one. And Edwards is Edwards is starting to cook us. And he got a whole thing on his left wrist and just hurt his right wrist. But maybe you know how that be when it's injured, your wrist start hurting more. But it look like he got a finger taped up or something. His thumb is taped up. Yeah, man. This chair, man. I gotta get up off this chair on halftime for a little bit. Edwards for the free throw is good. Minnesota up 11. Jared Butler brings the ball up. Jared Butler off the screen. Back to Yabusele. Yabusele to Kelly Oubre. Oubre for 3. Miss. See, they leave him open on purpose, I think. Alexander. Edwards. We can't keep Oubre on this team, man. He's a good player, but he can't shoot. Mike Conley. Back to Nas Reed. Everything is precedented on shooting. You can't shoot. You ain't got no place in the NBA. Give a damn who you is, bro. Can't shoot. Jared Butler to Oubre. Dunk. He got a place in the league as like the 5th starter that doesn't really shoot the ball. He keeps shooting it. I don't know. Mike Conley to Nas Reed for 3. Good. Minnesota up 12. Jared Butler off the screen. Butler drives in the lane. Layup. Good. 6 is down 10. Alexander brings the ball up. Alexander to Nas Reed. Off the screen. Back to Nas Reed. Jaden McDaniels for 3. Yes. Minnesota up 13. Jared Butler brings the ball up to Yabusele. Yabusele drives in the lane. Strip off his knee. That's one thing, Yabusele. You're not a person that's going to dribble and make a play. You need to just stand still and shoot jumpers. Nas Reed, another 3. Miss. 6 is down 13. Paul Reed brings the ball up. Paul Reed, dribble. Off the screen to Yabusele, to Kelly Oubre. Fakes. Takes it to the lane. Loses the ball. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Jimincenzo. Wow. 6 is forced a shot clock violation. Jared Butler. To Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes. Shoots the three. Good. Sixers down 10. Man, this girl can't give it up. Yo! Quinn Grimes. To the lane. Sixers down 8. Minnesota calls a timeout. So Sixers down 8. Minnesota calls a timeout. Oh, we back, man. We back, brothers. Sixers down 8. DiVincenzo. To the lane. Misses a layup. Here comes Jared Butler. Jared Butler brings it up. Shoots a floater. Good. I think they found something that might work, but still, they getting a little too close. Anthony Edwards brings the ball up off this Julius Randle screen. Anthony Edwards reposition himself. Paul George to Yabusele in the paint. Goes into Julius Randle falls. Think he was going to take a charge. Anthony Edwards in the right side. Dribbles. Paul George on him. Off the screen. Double. Picks the ball up. Julius Randle. Julius Randle takes a three. Missed. Paul George with the rebound. Pass to Yabusele, wide open dunk. Sixers down 4. Julius Randle drives in the lane. Jared Butler on him. Anthony Edwards in the corner. Quinn Grimes on him. Dribbles, post up. Fade away. Wait, pass to Jaden McDaniels. Shoots the 3. Miss. Kelly Oubre with the rebound. Paul George to Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes fakes the 3. Draws to the lane. Good layup. Sixers down 2 on a 6-0 run. DiVincenzo back to Anthony Edwards. Edwards for 3. They messed up off the screen. Left him wide open. He hits it. 3 minutes left in the quarter. Jared Butler brings the ball up. Jared Butler to Yabusele. Yabusele to George. Screen. George for 3. Miss. Yabusele with the rebound. Back to George. Fakes. Drives. To the lane. Layup good. No foul. Anthony Edwards. Wow. Moving screen. Kelly takes the moving screen from Clark. I like that move by Paul George, man. If only he did that more, but he's 34, man. He's not Paul George from back in the day. Quinn Grimes brings the ball up. Yabusele to PG. PG with Anthony Edwards on him. Shoots. Miss. Sixers down 3. Anthony Edwards brings the ball up to Naz Reid. Naz Reid to McDaniels cuts. Broken up by Jared Butler. Here comes Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes on a fast break. Dribble. Passes to Kelly Oubre. Back to Jared Butler. Jared Butler dribbles it off his own leg, man. These dudes is ridiculous. Naz Reid with the open dunk on the fast break. Kelly Oubre to Yabusele to Paul George. Paul George back to Yabusele for 3. Miss. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Here comes Jaden McDaniels. McDaniels to Randle. Randle dribbles in the lane. Double team. Steal by Jared Butler. Somebody behind. Oh, to Oubre. What a pass. Anthony Edwards for 3. Good rebound. Jared Butler with the rebound. To Paul George. To Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes. Dribbles pass Randle. Pull up. Good. He got a nice little back, like a little fadeaway dribble behind the back move that he used a lot. Alexander. Alexander to McDaniels, to Naz Reid, to Alexander. Screen by Naz Reid. Alexander to the lane. Stops. McDaniels cuts and gets a free dunk. Sixers down 3. 1 minute left in the quarter, in the half. Paul George brings the ball up. Yabusele to Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes to Yabusele. Yabusele gets fouled by Anthony Edwards. Nice little move by Quinn Grimes on Randle. Yabusele with the first free throw. He misses the first free throw. Grimes is joining the Sixers, averaging 16 and a half, 50% field goal, 37% threes, making 2 threes a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He got 20 points in the first half tonight. Quinn Grimes, they said that it wasn't sustainable. He had a bad game last game, but he got 20 points this first half. Second free throw by Yabusele is good. Sixers down 2. That's how they were down 2 at the end of the first quarter, too. Anthony Edwards brings the ball up. 43 seconds left in the quarter. Back to Randall. Back to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards dribbles. Pulls a 3. Good. Sixers down 5. Quinn Grimes bring the ball up. Off the Paul George screen. To PG for 3. Miss. Don with the rebound. PG another 3. Good. PG hits a beautiful 3 with 13 seconds left in the quarter. Sixers foul. Sixers foul on the still attempt. Alexander for 3. Miss. Randall with the rebound. Put back. And 1. No. Sixers down 4. 57-53 at the end of the first quarter. So it is 57-53 at the end of the first quarter. Sixers down 4, man. See you on them, and I'm going to take a break right along with them. La la la. We back, man. What's up? We back in the building. Whew. Sixers down 4 at halftime. Had to get some drinks and stuff like that. You already know, man. I'm sitting here calling this damn game. So first half basically is looking like a regular Sixers game. Nothing crazy, nothing special or crazy about it. Ain't too much to say about the Sixers right now, man. We basically in a tanking mode to try to get one of these first picks. We top six protected to give it to. If we get a lower than a six pick, we got to give up our pick to Minnesota. I mean, not Minnesota, to OKC, because of the Al Horford trade that we got Danny Green years ago. We traded a second first round pick with Al Horford attached to Al Horford, and it was the pick for this year. So that's basically the whole conversation of everything is the Sixers having to you know what I'm saying? They want the Sixers to tank to literally get that number 5 or number 6 pick, because anything lower than that, they're not keeping it. Quinn Grimes got 20 points in the first half, which a lot of people saying he's a restricted free agent after this year, and he's 6'4". So it's like, how can he play with Maxey and McCain? Like, is he supposed to be a 6 man? Are they gonna pay him to be a 6 man? Or are they gonna pay him to be the starting 2 guard, and then McCain comes off the bench? I'm lost. You got to explain to me what y'all think when y'all watch this. Yeah, but like, comment and subscribe if you watching, man, and comment and let me know what y'all think about this Sixers. How we gonna pivot into the future, and what's your take on the season? Just waiting on the second half to start now. This live. Hopefully, let's do numbers, man. We need to get these lives up, bro. Share if you can too, so I could get them to more people. I'm gonna keep doing these lives for y'all, so it's people that don't really want to watch the games or hear the Sixers commentators. Hopefully, we build the community on here. Maybe a year, or maybe 6 months, it'll be way bigger. I know it's small now; it's just starting. I know everybody's probably not liking us because at the end of the day, everybody wants the Sixers to lose, and they're playing too close of a game, and that's not what the Sixers fans want. I've seen that because the Golden State game. But then again, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the Sixers fans want us to win it because we're losing. Because on the Golden State, I had a lot of likes on that live. So maybe it's because we're losing. Maybe the fans want us to win. But right now they're shooing around. It's still halftime. So we just waiting on the second half to start, man. It's not too much to say about this team. As far as, like, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I believe is that I don't think they want to do that surgery on MB because I just don't think that he's going to be the same player if he has that surgery. He believes that. So I just don't think they're going to do that surgery. I think they're going to try to find any other way. I think there's like a therapy that Kobe had when he had a meniscus surgery, and he was supposedly getting his in Turkey, that you get your blood taken out from your meniscus and you get it, like, I guess, something put in and then get it re-put into your knee, which is, I don't even, that's crazy technology, but okay, let's just say that's a good therapy. Maybe that'll work. It's going to be a lot of options there out there this summer, but I think they're going to try to get him back for the beginning of next season. I don't think they're going to try to have him miss a whole nother year. That surgery is going to make him miss a whole nother year. So just know that if he gets any type of surgery that it sounds something like that, next year is probably going to be a wash season too. But if he gets that other thing that we're talking about, he might be able to come back next year and be able to do something. Yes, sir. 20 points in the first half for Quinn Grimes. 8 for 12 from the field goal. 3 steals. Quinn Grimes looking like a keeper, man, but I don't know. As a bench piece? Like what? As what though? Quinn Grimes as what? Because everybody's saying small forward. So that means Kelly Oubre's out and we playing small. Quinn Grimes brings the ball up, and he could kind of play point guard too. Paul George off the screen. Back to Yabusele. Yabusele with the layup. Good. Sixers down 2. Mike Conley brings the ball up. Mike Conley. Nas Reed. Nas Reed to Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels dribbles. Pass to Julius Randle. Back to Jaden McDaniels. McDaniels pulled up jumper. Miss. Paul George with the rebound. Paul George dribbles. Mike Conley mismatch. Post up. Double comes. Kelly Oubre. Layup. Tie game. 57 up. Mike Conley dribbles down the lane. Can't find nothing. Back to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards dribbles the right lane. Pass. Nas Reed in the post against Yabusele. Hook shot. Miss. George with the rebound. Brings it up. Passes to Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes attacking. Back to Kelly Oubre. Back to Kelly Oubre off the screen. Oubre holds the ball. Pass to Drummond. Drummond. Hook shot. Miss. Nas Reed to Mike Conley. Mike Conley. Back to Nas Reed. Nas Reed. Spin move. Hook shot. Good. That was a little bit more sturdier than yours, Drummond. Minnesota up 2. Drummond to Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes against Conley. Conley. Back to Drummond for 3. Short. Anthony Edwards brings the ball up. Anthony Edwards dribbles. Screen by Randall. Edwards. Yabusele on him. Dribbles. Pulls up. Passes it to Randall. Randall against Oubre. Stripped by Yabusele. Yabusele on the fast break. Takes it up. Good. 59 for tie game. Mike Conley brings the ball up. Tries to alley-oop to Jaden McDaniels, but it's turnover. Paul George dribbles for 3. Miss. Julius Randle on the fast break to McDaniels. McDaniels drives the lane. Shoots the layup over George and Drummond. Paul George brings the ball up. (61-59) Minnesota. Jaden McDaniels get called for the foul. Yabusele to Quinn Grimes. Grimes for 3. Miss. Here comes Anthony Edwards with the ball. Anthony Edwards to Nas Reed for 3. Good. Nas Reed could shoot that ball, and Nas Reed going to be a free agent this summer. Paul George to Grimes. Grimes dribbles to Drummond. Drummond missed the layup. He's fouled. Drummond was fouled going to the free throw line. Sixers down 5, 64-59. Drummond hits both free throws. Sixers down 3. Mike Conley brings the ball up. Nas Reed. Quentin Grimes brings the ball up. Steals it. Back to Yabusele for 3. Good. Ties the game. 64-64. Anthony Edwards. Dribbles. Shoots a hook shot. Blocked by Drummond. Was that a goaltend? That could have been a goaltend. Timeout. Oh, they challenging the play. They challenging the play. What's up, man? Of course, you're free to do anything, man. I'm not. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks for the like. Thanks for the subscription. Share. Comment. You could definitely do anything. Sixers, man. It's not looking too well right now. So yeah, man. So Sixers are playing a pretty tight game. I don't see where as though we could. It don't look like we're tanking. Sorry to tell you, Sixers community. I do not think we're tanking. How's everybody night going, man? Hopefully y'all feel good watching this game, man, because this game been kind of long. All right, so we back on. Quinn Grimes brings the ball up to Yabusele. Yabusele to Kelly Oubre. Oubre to Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes. Yabusele with the screen. Back to Yabusele for 3. Off. 64-64. Minnesota. Anthony Edwards. Dribbling the ball. Nas Reed with the screen. Out back to Mike Conley. Back to Jaden McDaniels. Draws the lane. Dunks on Drummond's head. Pause. Paul George. Minnesota up 2. Paul George. Back to Drummond. Back to Kelly Oubre. Oubre. Back to George. George open for 3. Misses. Anthony Edwards. Nasri with the screen. Anthony Edwards got Quinn Grimes on him. Dribbles. Takes him. ISO. Back to Julius Randle for three. Miss. Paul George brings the ball up. This is going to be a low-scoring game, maybe. 6 minutes left in the quarter. Paul George to the lane. Misses a little one-handed runner. Anthony Edwards brings the ball up. Drip for three. Miss. Dang, they breaking a lot. Quinn Grimes. Through traffic. Layup. Good. No foul. Left-hand layup. Mike Conley. Julius Randle. Mike Conley. Layup. Good. Minnesota up two. Quinn Grimes. Drives. Screen by Drummond. Quinn Grimes for three. Good. Sixers up one. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Anthony Edwards to Randle. Back to Edwards. Edwards pulls. Oh no, he fakes. Nasri pulls the three. Miss. Jaden McDaniels back to Conley for three. Made it. The offensive rebounds killing us. Yabusele dribbles the ball up now. To Kelly Oubre. Oubre off the Drummond screen. Oubre dribbles into the lane. Floater. Good. I think Oubre's unstoppable on the floaters. I ain't gonna lie. I like to see what his percentages is on floaters. Mike Conley, guarded by Quinn Grimes. Conley, Randle with the screen. Back to Randle, back to Conley, back to Randle. Randle, back to Edwards. Edwards fakes. Pulls back. Couldn't get nothing off. Randle. Back to Jaden McDaniels. Back to Conley. Conley for three. Miss. Randle with the rebound. Put back and one. 71-73. Sixers down two. Randle going to the free throw line. Dang, man. Okay, Drummond. He just fouled somebody. Randle. Free throw's good. Kelly Oubre. Back to Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes been running a lot of point guard. Back to Oubre. Back to Grimes. Grimes got Alexander on him. Drives to the lane to Butler. Butler for three. Miss. Nick Nurse's beat his man. Anthony Edwards drives to the lane. Jared Butler brings the ball up. Jared Butler. Quinn Grimes with the screen. Yabusele with the screen. Back to Yabusele. Stripped by Julius Randle. McDaniels dunks it. Lonnie Walker brings the ball up. Screen by Yabusele. Out to Quinn Grimes. Yabusele comes out the screen. Grimes drives to the lane. Back to Yabusele. Layup good. McDaniels get fouled on a drive to the lane. Quick drive to the lane. Jared Butler brings the ball up. Yabusele to Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker drops to the lane. Put back by Kelly Oubre. Sixers down 3. Should we be excited that the Sixers are playing well? Minnesota calls a timeout. Should we be excited that this is a close game? Like, I don't know. I'm starting to get back into it, man. Lonnie Walker, nice little play. I mean, not even. He missed the layup. But at least he draw people to him and got a shot up. And now Kelly Oubre got that putback done. That's a pretty nice play. Oh, man. So, yeah, it's a 3-point game. Played a pretty tight game all game, but Minnesota ain't a great team. They're fighting for the play-in in the West, but the West is pretty deep. So you can't say that Phoenix is out the playoffs picture. They not out, but they like 11 seed like us basically. But with the East is so horrible that us at 21-39 is literally the 11th seed, 2 games out. That's a shame. So we go on a little streak. We could hit the playoffs, but for a first round exit, is that good? I mean, we'll bring some winning, positive vibes to the team instead of them just losing out. But I've been reiterating the same thing over and over in this live, bro. We don't know yet. We still got 20. Well, we got a good 23 games left. No, 22 games left to see what we can do. Man, we can't be the most horrible team in the world. We just beat Golden State the other day. And we're playing teams pretty close. Gotta adjust this camera up a little bit because okay, so they turn the ball over. Sixers down 3. Oubre to the rim. Jared Butler bring the ball back out. Oubre to the rim. He misses. He gets fouled. He gets fouled. Well, they call it a technical foul or delayed game. They call it delayed game. Jared Butler to the free throw line. Yeah, because he kicked the ball. Not Quentin Grimes to the free throw line. Get this at an angle right now. Hey, can I lean on you? Yes, sir. Anthony Edwards, he missed the second free throw. Quentin Grimes, you know, he be missing free throws. I don't know why. Y'all can explain it to me. Alexander in the corner. DiVincenzo for three. Misses. DiVincenzo ain't looking the same this year. Kelly Oubre to the rim. Man, Kelly Oubre done missed two straight layups after he said he was a great. After I say he was a great driver, he missed two straight layups. DiVincenzo off the screen to Alexander to back to DiVincenzo to Nasri. Nasri in the post. Damn, Nasri got a post game. Nasri's nice. It's 80-76 Minnesota. Quinn Grimes with the ball. Off the screen. Drops to the lane. Miss. Yabusele with the rebound. How is that a foul? Is that a foul? Yabusele, how? How? He had the ball. Yabusele had the ball and they called a loose ball foul on Yabusele. Ain't that some crap? I don't know. Maybe this is a conspiracy theory. DiVincenzo draws the baseline, pass back to Nasri, gets stripped down low. Yabusele, finally, he gets thrown to the ground and he gets a foul call. Jared Butler with the ball. Back to Yabusele. To George. George, dribble. In the lane. Pass back to Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker runs into George. George. They're in the same side. Jared Butler. Back to Yabusele. Open for three. Hits the front of the rim. Short. Here comes Alexander. Alexander. To Nasri for three. Miss. Paul George with the rebound. Here comes Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker on the break. Pass to Jared Butler. To Kelly Oubre for three. See, that's a great shot, but he can't shoot. Back to Jared Butler. Jared Butler not trying to pull it neither. Drives in the lane. Gets fouled. Draws the foul. See, that's what you got to do when you can't just. That's what's different between Jared Butler and Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre just pulling that shit like he could shoot, bro. You can't shoot. Drive to the lane. I don't give a fuck if you don't want to get hurt, bro. I'm tired of not cursing at your ass, bro. You can't shoot. Stop pulling that shit. You're taking 6 threes a game like you could shoot that shit, nigga. You shooting 28% from the fucking three. Cut this shit out, bro. This shit with Kelly Oubre driving me crazy. He do good things, but that fucking three that he pulled it too easy. You ain't like that, bro. Can't shoot them fucking threes. We can't stand when you pull them. We don't want to see you shooting that shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. If you gonna keep shooting them threes, get him out of here. Ooh, I mean, even a lot of Mike Conley, you ain't see him pulling them threes like that. Mike Conley, 18 seconds left. They gonna hold for the last shot. Nas Reed screen. Mike Conley, drive. Ball stolen. Lonnie Walker to Oubre. Yeah, Oubre, draw that shit. There you go. There you go. Ties the game at 80. Mike Conley throws it up and it's good. Wow. I just was about to say that he had the game tie. And this damn Mike Conley hit a damn half court shot at the buzzer, third quarter buzzer. Man, ain't this ridiculous? Did he get it off? Oh yeah, he got it off. So we got the fourth quarter coming. Sixers down 3, 83 to 80. Let me know what y'all think the score gonna be. Excuse me. So Quinn Grimes got 26 points, Kelly Oubre with 18. Anthony Edwards only got 18 tonight. And Nas Reed got 15. Jaden McDaniels got 15. Man, a pretty good defensive game. That's what it's really been. Quinn Grimes got off a little bit in this game. He's a good player, Quinn Grimes. Might not be the flashiest player, but he's good. He gets stuff done. That's all we really need. To pay him a lot to come off the bench is what is crazy. But I think McCain will come off the bench, but McCain got a more Alexander for 3. Hits it. Minnesota up 6. Here the tank begins. Quinn Grimes brings the ball up. Jared Butler. No, that's Lonnie Walker. Jared Butler. Quinn Grimes. Drummond with the screen. Quinn Grimes. Lay up. Pull up. Mid-range shot. Good. DiVincenzo to Nas Reed. Nas Reed to Mike Conley. Mike Conley back to Nas Reed. Nas Reed for 3. Another one. 89-82 Minnesota. Quinn Grimes to Lonnie Walker to Jared Butler. Quinn Grimes to Drummond. Layup good. Sixers down 5. DiVincenzo to Jaden McDaniels. To Mike Conley. Nas Reed. DiVincenzo. Back to Nas. To Alexander. Another 3. Good. Alexander haven't missed tonight. He looking like Shea tonight. Alexander Walker's cooking. He looking like Shea tonight. You could tell they cousins the way they play. They kind of play alike. Imagine they get on the same team. Like, maybe you never know. He might go. He was on the same team, I think, as him at one point in time. But he don't look like he could be as good. Like, remember when T-Mac and VC was together? But them two, the jump shot looks real close to it. The only thing is Shea is so bigger than him, or he got more handle as a point guard. He's a point guard too, so I don't know. Just Shea get to them spots. The mid range, you get to that mid range and just be cooking them point guards. And then he still got that point guard ability too. And if you put a shooting guard on him, I think he too long. And it's like perfect to me. We ain't seen him last year. I mean, we didn't seen him have a good playoffs like that yet, but I'm thinking this year's his year to have a crazy playoffs. Like one of them like couple 50-point game playoffs. He's been doing it recently. He getting better as the season go along. So yeah, so it's starting to get a little like closer to Sixers playing a good game this game, man. They're getting close to the end. I hope they start losing a little more. They not letting go. Nick Nurse is pissed. Nick Nurse is pissed. Wow, Sixers down 9. This is looking. They went from being down 3 to 9 in a minute and a half. This game is over. Uh, Quinn Grimes brings the ball up. Drummond. Kelly Oubre drives in the lane. Layup, miss. And here comes Dante DiVincenzo. Brings the ball up to Nas Reed, to DiVincenzo, to Nas Reed. Hook shot, good. Sixers down 11. Jared Butler dribbles to the lane. Back to Lonnie Walker, to Jared Butler, to Quinn Grimes, to Jared Butler that won't shoot the 3 here. Back out to Oubre. He the one that'll shoot it and makes it. Actually makes it. Oubre will shoot that 3, bro. I don't care what it is. They leave him to do it too. He got to work on that. DiVincenzo, fakes, dribbles. Nasri pulls it. Good. Nasri been cooking. Man, Nasri gotta have 5 threes. I'm not sure. Quinn Grimes to Kelly Oubre to Lonnie Walker. Dribbles. Drummond with the screen. Kickball. My shoulder, man. Yabusele with the ball. Quinn Grimes off the screen. They just got Quinn Grimes out here hooping because he want to get that contract. Yabusele turn the ball over. Mike Conley to DiVincenzo for 3. Good. He been shooting that thing all night. One of them was bound to go in. 14-point game. Sixers starting to lose it. 8:47 left in the game. Oh man, my question is, will they allow Daryl Morey to go into this draft as the GM? That's the only question I got with the way he been messed up so badly this offseason. And ain't like he's known for drafting top draft picks. So I'm not sure if he drafted Yao Ming, but Warriors just beat the Knicks. So the Warriors are still moving up. They the 6th seed going upwards. Man, this playoffs is gonna be crazy with the Warriors and the Lakers making such a comeback after being down. It's like they've been putting players behind LeBron and Steph Curry. You can't deny them organizations. They're not playing with them players. And we can't say Philly played with MB because they went and got somebody, but MB's hurt. But at least he's not as old as them. But man, this type of knee situation, big men have retired early because of it. Or big men have never been the same because of things like this. So that's one thing that we don't want right now. We want this season, okay, it could be a wash. This is the first season Embiid had bad. We could get a top draft pick with Embiid again. But at the end of the day, we want him to be Embiid again. And we want Maxey to be Maxey still. And we want Paul George to be able to complement this draft pick when we bring him in. Hopefully, man, we get Atlanta luck and we could get the a number 1 pick as not one of the lowest seeds. Because it's happened before and it's happened more times than less. So the game's back on now. Oh no, it's the post game. They showing the post game cast. Jim Lynam's still going hard. That's respect to that man, because he was coaching in the '90s, and he's 30 years later. He's still doing the telecasting. Mark Jackson gonna be like that too. Yo, bro. Yo. Okay, Sixers down 14. Kali Oubre, Yabusali, Quinn Grimes pulls up good. Alexander to the rim. DiVincenzo back to Alexander for three. Quinn Grimes still playing, man. He trying to get that money. Jared Butler to the rim, misses. He gets his own rebound. DiVincenzo gets a steal. Pass back that. Wow, what a play to Alexander for the layup. You can't even get mad at nothing like that. Quinn Grimes at the top of the key. Screen. Gotta fix this camera because it's. Sixers down 14, y'all. Sixers down 14, and it's a commercial break. Yeah, so man, Sixers, we good now. Another loss added to the book, so I think because we down 14, so that's good with our playoff. We got to get closer to Toronto. Remember, I explained that to y'all in the beginning of the pod that we is 17 wins in. We got 17 wins, so I mean, they got 17 wins, we got 21, and we tied with Brooklyn. But right now, with this loss, we're gonna go a half a game ahead of Brooklyn on this.